Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Sanders, and this is Watch Art Cie, the art and science of watch collection. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Mathematician's really outstanding collection. And it's a good sized one, so let's get started. The first one is an Alexander Shorokhoff 63. And this watch it's got an ETA movement, but the price on it is extremely good. These are, time you take off the VAT, they're about $1,000, a little over 1,000, not by much so. And they have a nicely engraved engraving on the rotor. And this is something, I think a lot of these are becoming more popular. You got a really nice watch. Price is pretty decent. It's a German watch. Now this next one is a relatively new watch, Baume Mercier Clifton. And the thing about it, first of all, it's got a wonderful dial. To me, this is one of those ideal office watches. It's got the Baumatic movement, and it's a 5-day chronometer. It's considered, or Baume Mercier consider it their in-house, but it's made by Val Fleurier, and Baume Mercier is owned by the Richemont Group, and the Richemont Group put together this movement-making outfit called Val Fleurier. And so this was the first one that, I think it's the first one, it's certainly the first one that Baume Mercier had that they could pretty much call their own. Now, this next one, this is something that's really nice. This is the Arnold Son Nebula. And it uses the Arnold Son caliber A&S 5101, twin barrels, 3 hertz, 90 hours, hand wound. This is a really, really nice looking watch, and I think it's something that I think a lot of collectors appreciate. They're not cheap, but they're very, very nice. Now, this one is one that I just blew me away. It's H. Moser Cie, the Guilloche Concept Black. They only made 10 of these, and a mathematician got a hold of one of them. They're made out of 18 karat gold. Is either yellow or rose gold. It's got the caliber HMC 321. I have one that's a similar caliber on my H. Moser Henry double hairspring. 3 hertz. It's got a 72 hours. What is that? 3 or 4 day charge on them. These watches, this is an amazing watch, and Mr. Mathematician, congratulations on this one. Gorgeous watch. Now, this is another one that's just amazing, and it's a Harboring 2 Chronofelix. And the Harboring 2 Chronofelix has a Harboring A11C-H1. Now, it's called a Felix. I think all of the watches that have the A11 in it, they're calling the Felix something or other, and that's fine. I mean, the Felix, that movement is just. I mean, I have a Felix, and it's got the A11. Just works fantastic. I mean, it's probably the best movement I have, and the most accurate mechanical watch I've got. And I've got lots of watches, but this one is just gorgeous. It's got sort of a panda, if you will. Neat watch. Now, these things just keep blowing my mind. This is a Langenheim Frederick III. What a watch. One of the things that the mathematician did was he kept blocking out certain things, like on here, there's on all of the Langenheim watches, they have a number on it. Like I have the Langenheim Frederick II, not the Frederick III, and it has, mine's number 10, but for some reason this was something, I better take it out. That's okay. But they also took it out on the back. It has the caliber 6. This caliber is just a mind-blowing calendar. It's got the trigonal bridge. You can see the movement. It's got that mine diamond right on top of the balance stem. What a watch. This watch is just beautiful. And it's part of this really amazing collection. Now, this next one by Paul Gerber, I like because I like Paul Gerber's work. He does really beautiful work. The movement he uses is a modified Peizu 7001. Of course, Peizu is now owned by ETA. But essentially, the Peizu is a two-hand hour-minute movement. And so what Gerber did, he added a retrograde down at 6 o'clock. I they belong. These talented independents all belong to the same circles, and I would guess that he may have got some ideas on the retrograde from Jean-Marc Wiederrecht, but I don't know that to be a fact. What a watch! So I love the looks of his watches. Peizu 7001 is ETA Peizu 7001 is a pretty good little movement too. Neat watch. Now this watch is watch I just love, and the reason I love it is that I have one, and they are such good watches. It's almost unbelievable. I put that thing on my time grapher. My time grapher just smiles every time it sees this watch coming because it's got the Roger Dubuis or RD14 movement in it. It has a Geneva seal. This watch, I can't say enough about it because it is such a good watch. And Mathematician certainly got a beautiful one. It's got the gold rotor on it, and that becomes important because later on they played around with it and replaced the gold rotor, which I think was a shame. Now, this next one this was sort of interesting. It's SUS Witte Sarpaneva. Now, the Sarpaneva part was added by the Mathematician, probably because he knows something that I don't know about the watch. They only made 52 pieces of it. They're all sold out, and it's got an Eterna 3901A caliber in it. SUF is a Finnish watch company, and they make very nice watches. And even though they're sold out of this particular model, they got some other models, I think, that are really just about any collector would like to have. Now, here again is another wonderful watch, a Vulcan. There are two of them that the Mathematician had. One is the President's Heritage. It's called the President's Heritage because Vulcan at one time was considered watch of the presidents, and so Harry Truman wore one, and they kept giving it to all of the presidents. I don't know if our current president has one or not. Who knows? But this is on the left, and it's the cricket, and the cricket has the alarm in it. And the movements are by Vulcan too, which makes it sort of neat. Now, the Vulcan Nautical Heritage 70 is another just gorgeous watch. I couldn't find the movement that this particular one had. They have some newer ones, but again, like I said, Vulcan makes its own movement, so you'll find these. You can find some wonderful buys on these watches, on Vulcans. They are excellent watches, and I've been meaning to get one. And now that I've seen two here that I like, more temptations. Now, this final one is a really beautiful Zenith Chronomaster with the El Primero chronograph movement. This watch is just, it has, beside the chronograph, it also has a moon phase. And it's got a date window that's not one of these little bitty ones. Pretty good size date window down at 4:30. And a really beautiful watch. Now, when I see a collection like this, what should I suggest? I've got nothing to suggest this one. This is such a beautiful, really well selected collection. It's what can I say? There's nothing I can say because there's everything that I would ever suggest for a watch collection is in this really wonderful collection. But you may have some ideas. So if you do, please pass them on. I'd love to hear from you. What you think of this collection? I just wildly impressed. We still need collections. So if you have a collection, at the end of here, you'll see a little thing how to send your collection in. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Cie, the art and science of watch collection. Take care and stay safe, everybody.